Yo, what's up, guys? So, I wanted to come here and share with you about another topic. I wanted to share with you about the topic of physical health. I think that's a very, very important topic that we should discuss and should be discussing a lot more. If you don't know who I am, I'm Rafi, and I built this channel and am building this channel to be a place where people can develop themselves physically, spiritually, and to lead them more towards the direction of life where God leads them, and so that we can have contentment by the end, and we don't feel like we have wasted what we have been entrusted. And so I'm probably going to be talking about that a little bit in this video too. So physical health, right? So we have a problem of intention, right? We don't focus enough on, we're not attentive enough to our daily life, right? So we end up maybe allowing ourselves to eat an extra bag of chips, right? Or maybe to, avoid running or avoid walking or avoid any sort of exercise, right? To just get caught in the loop of watching reels, right? Doom scrolling, right? And so I wanted to mention that because our society has been built to pressure us, right? And to move us down the direction of unhealthy behaviors. And I think that we need to really focus in, especially in these times, right? To get ourselves in the right way, right? Like entertainment, right? You could keep watching all day, right? If you eat enough, you'll also gain weight so much that it will be hard to live the quality of life that you might want, right? Because you only have one life here, right? On earth, right? And I think that it's very important that we steward what God has given us, right? And always, everything, right? Whether it's finance, whether it's mentorship, us mentoring other people, right? Like that is also responsibilities and things that God has entrusted us with, right? And so our body is one of these things. It's really important, to take care of what God has given us, because when we see Him at the end, I want to make sure when I go up to God, right? When I see Him, He's going to look at me and be like, wow. Well, He's going to say, well done, my good and faithful servant, which is phenomenal. But I want Him to look at it and say, look at what I've given you and look at what you have done with it, right? Like, I don't want Him to be like, oh, dang, I gave you this, and this. What fruit have you been able to produce, right? And so I think that's a big deal, right? We got to really steward what God has given us carefully, right? So physical health is the first step of discipline, the concept of mind over body, right? Oftentimes we say we want certain things, and we probably do want it, right? But our bodies, our actions go a different route. It's the habits that we build. It's our unattentiveness to ourselves, right? That is causing this, right? And when you are able to go out and work out, right? And even at home, doing push-ups, sit-ups, something, right? You're saying to yourself that I am in control. I will not let my circumstances and my environment dictate my outcome in life. I will take control and I will dictate my outcome. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about faith in a sense, because in terms of direction, goals, all these things, right? God has the ultimate outcome. God has the ultimate goal, or at least that's what we should obey to, right? But that goes along with that, right? Us being able to control our bodies, and it will be the tool that will allow us to get to where we need to be faster, right? And so to live a high quality life, right? To live the type of life where we are able to go out maybe and help out a friend, who's maybe moving, that's another form of service, right? That we're able to provide to our neighbor, where others can see Jesus through us, right? There's a lot that we can do, and physical health, if we're not in good physical health, we would not be able to do that, right? That's something extra, right? Another example is to be able to run with your grandkids. One day you want to have grandkids. One day you want to be able to be on the beach and to see them run, and you run with them and play with them, right? You don't want to be in a bad shape, right? But that's what some of us are heading down that path and not even realizing it, or maybe realizing it but just ignoring it, right? And I'm a victim to that in certain aspects of my life, and even in fitness I sometimes ignore it too, right? But we have to really be careful, because long term is the outcome of what will occur, right? And so we want to make sure we're doing the right thing in the now to get the results we aim for in the future. Again, we have to begin with the end in mind. And read that from a book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The effective people, they begin with the end in mind, right? God looks at our life with the end in mind, right? And so why aren't we doing the same, right? And if we want to be in our 60s, being able to still move and still be active, or live a long life, where we could honor God through it, guess what? Physical health is a big part of that. Another thing is, if you feel like you're not able to accomplish enough in your day, that's another thing you could add to your schedule that will help you to get you moving, right? I wrote here, wins make more wins, right? Especially this kind of win where you're overcoming your flesh, overcoming yourself for a greater purpose. That will lead you to be more productive in other aspects of your life, which you want. We all want that. We don't want to look back at our life and be like, oh, we wasted all this time, right? We want to look back at our life and be like, dang, that's what led me to be able to have what I have today and be able to enjoy what I have today, And I think that's a big part. Invest in the now. Later you will benefit and you will thank yourself. Life is a precious gift from God. We have to make sure that this gift we take care of, guys. Really, we have to make sure we take care of it, and we do everything we can with what we have. Life is a special thing, a special gift that God has given us. We need to make sure that with what God has given us, we do the best we can to live the life we know we are able to live, to serve God, and to also have some more enjoyment. Discipline will lead to more enjoyment, will lead to more accomplishments, will lead to more purpose, right? It all starts with your body, getting your body right, and then you're able to go from there and to move in the right directions and maybe other directions you weren't expecting, Anyways, you guys get the gist. I don't need to beat a dead horse, right? Hopefully you see the benefits, and hopefully you take something from this and apply it. Hopefully it's not just words that you hear and move on to the next video, but you take that and you maybe take some actionable steps towards that, maybe adding it in your schedule in some sort of way, and just remember, wins make more wins, right? So yeah, guys, thank you for taking the time to listen. Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And that's all I have. Peace out, guys.